Just got done doing sit-ups. Gotta stay in shape, man. Can't let it go. Can't let it go. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I have it, I'ma flaunt it. You know, safely though. You know, let's get out of here. You got to, man. That's the only way. I mean, I understand it, you know, don't flaunt your wealth, don't show it off. But how you gonna get the bitches, bro, if you don't show your shit off? Huh? It's like me buying a Lamborghini and I'm scared to drive it because I think I'm gonna get robbed or killed or something. I'm like, hell no. You know, I just won't get out the Lamborghini in the middle of the road. I'll keep it pushing through the town. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't stop nowhere, you know. You ever notice Lamborghinis don't stop anywhere? You see them flying by, they keep it pushing. They don't stop by no stores or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They're just showing it off, man. You get a certain amount of wealth, show it off, man. Flaunt it. Rub it in the hater's face, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what you do. You rub it in their face. Like one of my subscribers said, I think it was Sean Breezy. He said, count the money in their face. Yeah, count the money in their face, bro. Just be careful, don't get robbed. You know, you pull up in a Lambo outside of the restaurant, man, that you're going to. I remember when I was in Walnut Creek, motherfuckers used to flaunt their Lamborghinis all the time, man. They show up to the restaurant, the extravagant restaurant, the high-end restaurant, and they pull up in a Lambo, bro. And then the bellman or the parking guy, they take the keys. They happy to drive a Lambo and shit. You know what I'm saying? I seen the look on their face when some dude pulled up when I was hanging out in Walnut Creek, because that's a suburban area, by the way. That's where I lived with me and my girlfriend, because she made more money, so we was able to stay in a good part of town, you know, like Walnut Creek, you know, or a good city or whatever. And dudes used to pull up in a Lambo, toss it to the bellboy, you know, or to the parking attendant or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He happy getting into that Lambo, he get to drive it, you know. And they're parking shit right there, man, in front, showing it off to people, you know. It's good advertisement, you know. If that guy with the Lamborghini is there at that restaurant, then that's some good food, man, you know. Wait. You feel me? So if even if you got muscle and stuff like that, man, when it's summertime, show it off, shit. Walk around with a white beater or a tank top, shit. Walk around with your shirt off, shit. Ain't no time to be playing around, man. You know, you're doing it because of competition, you know? You're doing it to destroy your competition. You get that nice car, show it off, man. So what? So what if your Lamborghini gets stolen? You can get another one. You got the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to get your shit stolen, man. You know what I'm saying? Ride like you want to. There's bitches out there, show it off. Don't go buy a Prius and hide your wealth, man. Fuck all that. Get in your car and drive it around. You know? There's this guy around here, man. He used to be around here. I think he moved or something. He used to drive a burgundy Lambo. I haven't seen him in like a long time. So I guess he moved to another area. But he used to drive around here, man, showing this shit off. He wouldn't be going to no store or nothing. He used to be driving around. That's it. Just to show it off. You know? A Lamborghini is my favorite car, man. That's the first thing I'm gonna get when I get the bag. Nigga, I'm gonna be somewhere in the suburbs somewhere, driving around in my Lambo. You know, when I jump out the car, they're like, oh, that's a black person driving that Lambo? Oh, he done came up. You know, they don't expect a black man to be driving a Lambo, even though there are plenty of black millionaires that do, you know. But I hop out the car, man, can't believe it's him. You feel what I'm saying? So show whatever you got off, bro. It's for your competition, man. That's all it is. I pull up with a Lambo, man, whatever loose bitches are up in there, they mine. Well, at least one of them is mine. They can't all be mine, but I pull up with a Lamborghini plush, you know, a plush car like that. Best believe I'm gonna be showing it off to the bitches and everything. I'm gonna go to my old spots where I used to hang out at. Hang out, post up, look at this shit, bruh. Look at this. Kel, I haven't seen you in like since the pandemic, bro. What happened, man? You got a brand new car? Is that your Lambo? Hell yeah, boy. You know what I'm saying? All the chicks that fucking rejected me in that area, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I remember that guy. That guy approached me a while back. Let me go approach him again. Hi, how you doing? They will, bro. Women will approach you, bro. They see that's your Lamborghini, they'll put their pride to the side. Even though they rejected you in the past, you know, what's up with it, Commander? Even though they rejected you in the past, bro, they'll swallow their pride and approach you. And then they'll make up some sob story why they rejected you. Oh, I was in a relationship back then. You know, or I didn't want to date nobody. I was just getting out of a relationship or something. They'll come up with some sob story to try to get on your good side, but you ain't gonna fall for it. You feel me? You ain't gonna fall for that shit. Like, bitch, I pull up, that's it. That's it. Once I pull up, that's it. Like, bitch, I got bread now. Years ago, you left me in that hotel in a fetal position. But now, look at me now, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I remember that girl, Yvette. She was real thick. Big old titties. She was plus size, man. She rejected me, but she gave my Arabic Chad friend some pussy. You feel what I'm saying? You know, gave him some pussy. And then left me out of it. Boy, I can't wait to go back. And she'll see me, oh, you got a Lambo? I'm pretty sure she's in her 30s or 40s now. She done aged out of the game, you know? I remember you. You gave my friend some pussy, but you didn't want to give me no pussy. Leave me alone. I'm pretty sure she's bigger now, man. She was thick back then. You know, I remember her, man. It'd be good to pull up on that bitch, bro, and show that bitch like you done missed out. You done missed out on all this money. Visions is a motherfucker, bro. You show that shit off, bro. Quit playing around. Revenge is sweet, bro. Remember that. Not the violent revenge, though. The money revenge. That shit is sweet. And then you get back at these bitches who didn't want to give you the time of day, man. You know, who rejected you and shit. You feel what I'm saying? It'd be nice, man, to own a Lambo. You could drive it around. Ouch, shit, my arm. I gotta drink some water. So, you could drive it around and show it off, and you know what I'm saying? You pull up to the bar, and it won't be easy. I mean, it won't be hard getting numbers and not getting ghosted. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the bag, baby. You know what I'm saying? What kind of female that don't want a man with some money? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna approach you, man. I know some of the spots where I was at over there in Danville, shit like that, and Walnut Creek. You know, if I pull up again, you feel me? They'll recognize me from a while back, you know, and they're gonna know that they rejected me, and they're gonna try to get with my program. I'm like, hell no. Feel what I'm saying? Go back and get your revenge, man. Go back to the spots where you used to hang out at, where you got rejected at, and where you got some at. I mean, shit, I got some, you know, from them bars and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? And get your revenge back on Chad and Tyrone too. Them guys, you know. Them guys get all the women, all the beautiful women and shit. You know, get your revenge back on them too. Just pull up on a bitch. You know, while Chad is talking to a woman, just pull up on her. Hi, how you doing? This is my Lambo. Now, depending on the female, you know, she gonna not care about your Lamborghini and still get with Chad. Well, you got certain females, they'll stop talking to Chad and Tyrone, and they'll start talking to you. Like that one time, I was at that bar and that tall Indian Chad motherfucker, you know, took the female I was interested in. If I would have had a Lambo back then, I would have been like, look outside, that's my car right there. She would have looked outside and be like, oh, that's yours? That's yours? Yeah, told you. I hit that big ass jackpot. You know, about 10 million. I hit a jackpot on 10 million. Oh my God. And she'll leave that fucking Chad and Tyrone alone and roll with me. I said, come on, let's get in the Lambo. We're gonna go downtown real quick and get us something to eat. That fucking tall Indian Chad motherfucker would be mad, bro. I'd be like, you see, that's how I was when I was at the bottom. You know, some tall motherfucker come along and take my girl from me. We living in a hierarchy age, you know what I'm saying? Like you got the better cheddar, she gonna roll with you. Cause you know, you got competition in the bars and stuff. You got motherfuckers that's prettier than you, that's better looking than you, that height mog you. You feel what I'm saying? When you pull up in that Lambo, best believe, when I pull up on your chick inside that club, she rolling with me. That's how you destroy your competition, bro. Be the best that you can be, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you get the best of your competition. You feel me? That's how you get the best. And let these other motherfuckers feel the way you felt. You know what I'm saying? When you was at the bottom and you was getting rejected. It's all about that revenge, bro. I can't wait until the day, man, until I'm able to buy a Lambo and I'm just gonna pull up. That's it. I'm gonna pull up and I'm taking your bitch from you. You know, we could all be talking in a circle. You know how dudes do it. We talking to one chick, I'm trying to get her attention, you trying to get her attention. You feel what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is say, you know what, bitch? Look at my Lambo outside. That's my Lambo, that's my car. And that'll blow Chad and Tyrone out of the water, boy. Cause that's how it is. Like, you go to a bar or club, right? Like, you're all in a circle. You got your nice fit on, you got a nice watch on. She's interested in you, but then here come hater Chad and hater Tyrone, you know, and intrude in your conversation. Bruh, all you gotta do is say, look at that, my car outside. Wait, that's my Audi R8 right there. Oh, that's my Lambo. That's my Ferrari right there. Man, you will win that battle, because she's gonna be more interested in talking to you than talking to that Chad or Tyrone. You feel what I'm saying? You should flaunt your shit, man. Like, let that motherfucker know. I mean, I've been in similar situations where we will all huddle around the same chick, and we'll be all interested in that one chick or two chick or how many chicks is there, right? And the guy who's the most handsome and got the most money will win. You feel what I'm saying? To her, you know? And all you gotta do is say, look, that's my car right there. She'll be like, oh, okay, so what do you do for fun? What do you do for a living, you know? She'll start getting more interested and she'll stop talking to him. And then that's your girl right there, man. There you go. You win the battle. You feel what I'm saying? I would have won that battle if I would have had my bread on point, man. Fucking tall ass Indian Chad, man. You know, took the girl I was interested in. You know, and that ain't the only time an Indian Chad, because I live around a lot of Indians in San Jose. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a lot of Indians that go to bars and clubs and stuff. You feel me? So I lost that battle with that tall Indian dude that had hair all over the place, like he's Chad, you know, like he's an Indian Chad. You know, that motherfucker pissed me off, man. You lose against those guys, man. They high. Sometimes they're younger than you, so they youth mog you. They jaw mog you. You know what I'm saying? They face mog you. Everything's better. So she gonna go with the better looking, taller guy. You know, just by nature. You know what I'm saying? But when you got that money, you won't be losing too many battles. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when you got that bread, sometimes Chad and Tyrone, they gotta take a back seat and they lose that battle. Like, for example, like, Tyrese, right? He's dating Zelly, right? Zelly is a cute black girl. I like her, man. To me, she's about an 8, it looks. Yeah, she's about an 8. I don't know, Tyrese, he got this thing for 8s, you know. women who are 8s. He never go to the 9 and 10 bracket. He always stay at that 8 borderline right there. But anyway, so let's say Tyreek's there with his sub-5 ass, because somebody said he was a 5. No, he not. Not with them beady eyes, man. Tyreek's got them beady eyes, bro. He ain't got no hunter eyes. That's nowhere near his eye complexion or his eye type. You know what I'm saying? Because, you got some motherfuckers like me who got the hunter eyes and stuff like that. So that brings us up a notch. But Tyrese, that nigga sub-5. He like a 4. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere near her face match. But anyway, let's say Tyrese pulls up, got the nice Lambo outside, and Zelly, she's inside. She's talking to a Tyrone or whatever. And then, Tyrese walks in the place. Everybody's like, oh my God, Tyrese is here or whatever. And then he see the girl and he wants her too, right? So who do you think was going to win that battle? Tyrone or Tyrese? Tyrese is going to win that battle because he got a whole lot of money, So he's going to walk up to Zelly while she's talking to Tyrone, and start a conversation. Tyrone's going to be starstruck. He's going to be starstruck. Come on, oh my God, that's Tyrese right there. And I'm talking to her. Let me talk to her. You know what I'm saying? He's going to step in the circle and talk to her. And then before you know it, he's going to steal her away. And that's how you do it, bro. Not all the time looks win the battle. Sometimes money wins the battle too. The guy is worth $30 or $40 million. Okay? That's what he's worth. Okay? So Tyrone is gonna lose that battle because he don't have his bread together. He not successful. He's not a well-known figure in the public eye. Most Chads and Tyrones are broke. Okay? Not the ones in Hollywood. We know they're not broke. But motherfuckers who ain't got shit. Like Cassie's girlfriend. Why I say girlfriend? Cassie's husband. He was a Chad, but he wasn't built like that. He was just a personal trainer, man. That Diddy hired, But sometimes that money don't mean a whole lot to a lot of females. They rather go with the looks. You know what I'm saying? But look who came crawling back, begging for money. Cassie, okay? So she went with a broke-ass Chad over Diddy, who was paying for everything. And I understand he was beating her ass and everything. You feel what I'm saying? But Diddy was paying for her rent, paying for vacations, paying for luxury bags, all kinds of high-end name brands. You know it. You know what I'm saying? And you can name it. You feel what I'm saying? And she went with a motherfucker who didn't have a goddamn cent. I think he was worth like a few $100,000. That ain't shit, bro. That ain't shit. Diddy was a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the looks can beat the money, and sometimes the money can beat the looks. But you gotta have your money on point, man. Diddy had a small penis, so that's the reason why he had to become a billionaire. That's what I was hearing when that Diddy trial was going on. Cassie was talking about his penis size. So some niggas they gotta make up for what they lacking in. You're lacking in the penis size, you gotta become a billionaire. Thankfully, I ain't never had that problem. I'm about 7 or 8 inches. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes females they say I'm too big. Some of them say I'm just right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Show your shit off when you're talking to a female. Like I said, when you all huddled in a circle, talking to just one female, both of you and Chad, is interested in that one girl, just mention to her, say, hey, look at that car out there. She'll be like, what? That's my car. Because she already seen the watch. You know, she's seen the fancy shoes. You feel what I'm saying? She's seen the bracelet. So she's taking some interest. You know, and you ain't bad looking either. She's taking some interest. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes Chad or Tyrone steps in the picture and tries to, like, you know, persuade her to come with him. It has happened to me numerous times in the past. A guy that was better looking and taller. It happened to me when I was doing security. Some tall Indian Chad took the female that I was interested in. She had some interest toward me, man, but I lost it to a taller dude. I was pissed off when I saw him hanging out in the complex where I did security. It took every single fucking it took every single ounce of me not to put my foot in his ass, but still in the girl that I was working on. And they became a couple, and I was so mad, but I didn't want to get fired. You know what I'm saying? I know if I had my bread right, bro, he would have been just a memory, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If I would have had my money right, he would have been like just cast away, you know? She would have cast him away. Like, get the fuck out of here. I got a man with some money. But since I didn't have my bread together, man, I lost that battle. You never know. I could have had children with her, man. You know what I'm saying? But somebody always steps in. They orbit her. They orbit around her until they get her and shit. And you don't orbit. But you're the weaker orbiter, though. The guy with the money, the guy that's tall and good looking, he gonna win. You know, either he tall and good looking and broke, or he's sub 5 and he got money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why you gotta work on yourself throughout the years to become the best orbiter. So these females, they can't say no to you. You gotta be irresistible to females, man. That's why guys go out there and become millionaires and billionaires. They want to become irresistible to women. They don't want to be eating at the bottom of the barrel and shit for the rest of their life. Boy, I got some regrets in my fucking head, man. Shit. Chad always wins against me. I can't win against Chad, bro. Chad and Tyrone, I can't fuck with them on looks, bro. I'm not that good looking, bro. Never was. I was under them. You know what I'm saying? But I never was a Chad or a Tyrone, bro. I never was an 8, 9, or 10. And I never will be. So, but my pocket is going to be an 8, 9, or 10. You know what I'm saying? my pocket is going to make me tall. You feel me? You know. That's what you got to wait. Your pocket, bro. Work on your pockets. Throughout the years, you come up, man. You take them females from them Chads and Tyrone. I know it's gonna happen one day. Watch. One day when I got my bread together, I'm gonna be in a bar or club sipping on a drink. I'm gonna see a female I like. Then there's gonna be another Chad or a Tyrone stepping up. Well, another. I can't say I'm a Chad or a Tyrone, but there's gonna be a Chad or Tyrone trying to step up in my way, so I can't get the girl. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just flaunt my money. That's it. And she gonna be mine. It's over. I'm talking to her, hey, shorty, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. She takes some interest in you because she see the bling and shit. She see you got it going on with the clothing. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's gonna be a situation like, dude, it has happened to me twice before. Well, we both was interested in the same female, and he was taller and better looking, so she chose him over me. It has happened to me time and time again. But once I get the bread, it ain't gonna happen to me no more, because I'm gonna make sure I'm showing off my bread. That's my car right there. That Lamborghini outside. She gonna be like, oh my God, it's a Lambo, that's yours? Yeah, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? Say goodbye to Chad and Tyrone. Or whoever who you competing with. You feel what I'm saying? For the female. Shit, I done took the females away from dudes in the car, in the bar or club, and they like me better. They just like my looks better than his. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I gotta fly my sign. You guys have a good day, man. I'm fasting. I haven't ate anything, so I gotta hustle up some bread to get some food. You guys have a good day. I'm out.